Alright guys, today I'm going to share with you some additions I made to my back workshop area here in my garage. The first thing I did was pick up this Craftsman workbench. It's 6 feet wide. I believe it's about 42 inches tall, which is really awesome, and that was one of the things I really liked about it. And it is 24 inches deep, the countertop. So I picked that up. Then after I picked that up, I'll show you, I'll get into a little bit more details on it and what I liked about it. But then I needed something above it, and I picked up those cabinets, those U.S. General cabinets from Harbor Freight, and they're pretty neat for the money, and I'll give you a little insight into those. But I was in the market for a workbench. Previous to having the workbench, I just had those work tables underneath it. I have a Craftsman one and a Black & Decker one, and they were good. I would put my stuff on top of it, my grinders and my buffers, and you could move them around, but it really wasn't a good work area. So with this, I got a work area. I could just clamp down my tool that I need to use, or I could pull out those benches from underneath and clamp something onto that and move it around. Or I'm thinking of putting maybe my rolling toolbox underneath there. That's what these are kind of designed to be. But so when I was looking around, my instinct was to go with the Husky, which is the same size. But the Husky is more of an H-frame, where you can see the sides here are kind of solid. I'll show you in a little bit when I walk around. It seemed that like the H-frame was a little bit more solid than this design here, but it was $299, and this was on sale at Lowe's for $199. So for $100, I didn't see that much of a difference. And the other thing about this that I liked is that it had that little lip on the back there. So you see that little ledge? The Husky one did not have that. And this one is actually made in the USA, which is another benefit over the Husky. But it is made with global materials. So the steel obviously is not from America. It's probably outsourced, or there's certain components of it that are outsourced. But for the most part, it's made in the USA, packed in the USA, and to me, that's American jobs, and for that alone, I'm going to buy USA when I can. All right, let me just take a little bit closer look at it, and the side view. Like I said, the Husky has more of an H-frame, where this is a solid design, but the actual bottom of it are adjustable if you need to level them out, and it is very sturdy. So I'm more than happy with it for $199. The wood is an inch thick here, so it doesn't even wiggle, move. I mean, I'm leaning on it pretty good right now, and it's not moving. But definitely recommend that. But then I needed something above it, so I wanted to get these cabinets, and I had a hard time finding them. Apparently, not all Harbor Freights sell them, and I wanted something that was narrow and did not come off the wall. And these only come off the wall 8 inches. And they're almost 24 inches tall. And they hold a lot of stuff, which I'll show you when I open here. So I'll give you a little bit more of a closer look. I actually bought 2 of them. And this is how they come. They come in 2 boxes. And I think they go for $69.99. And they're U.S. General, so you cannot use the coupon. But due to the fact that I got bounced around and had to go to a couple of different Harbor Freights to find them, the guy actually let me use the 20% off coupon, so I bought 2 of them. So I don't know where the second one's going to go yet, but I'm definitely going to use it somewhere, if not here in my basement maybe. But what I like about it is, as you can see, it is, you could put a lot of stuff in there. So you could adjust the shelves. If you want to mount it off the wall, which I didn't, you can actually use pegs in there, like a peg wall. The only drawback to it is that you have to use this as like a pull. They give you plenty of them. You get 1 extra for every cabinet, but you know, friction on some of them works, some of them doesn't. You gotta keep the key in there. That's the only drawback I see on these. The price is great. The finish is great. It's got a nice, like, I don't even know, coating on it, finish on it. They're sturdy as heck. You can see I got heavy stuff in there. It doesn't even impact it. I got a big jug of car stuff in there, bug stuff up there. It's just gonna really help me keep the garage organized, so I could put more tools. The only thing I did do to make it a little sturdier is I put this little 1x2 underneath it. as in an effort to just hang it easier, not even to secure it. So that way I could just plop it on there. I leveled that off and it went up very easily. It's very sturdy. Like everything else, you got to read the instructions, which stink from Harbor Freight. Take your time. Don't tighten everything till you have everything in place so it's nice and square. And I'm very happy with them. I think I paid $60 with tax with the 20% off coupon, which they normally don't honor. But I was willing to pay full price because they were just the right size. Now the space between my workbench and there is, I believe, 26 inches. So I have plenty of space in there to work. And then I won't hit my head because these don't stick out far. And they are fantastic. I haven't loaded them up 100% yet. Just wanted to kind of share that with you. And then I picked up that 12 outlet adapter from Harbor Freight and just plopped that right there. I think that's perfect. I think that was like 18 bucks with the 20% off coupon. So here's a couple of updates to my shop. Would definitely recommend both of them. And there's one more thing I want to share that I picked up from Harbor Freight that I think is pretty neat, guys. The last thing I'm going to share with you here that I picked up for the addition of the shop is this Franklin portable workstation. It is 1 ton of clamping force. It's the Harbor Freight version of the Jaw Horse. 37 inches is the maximum length. If you flip this around, it can extend, which is really cool if you're working by yourself. So if you want to do doors or anything that you want to clamp, I can see myself using this a lot versus the vise. It's wider, the drawers are wider. Let's see, they probably are about 8 inches at least. And they're rubber padded, so I could see myself putting stuff in there, clamping it down, using the angle grinder on it, moving it to an area where you're not afraid to make a mess as well, and really sanding something down or working on something. And you just basically put whatever you're putting in there, and you just pump away with your foot, and can't beat it. I paid 99 bucks. It was a coupon on Harbor Freight, and I actually had it delivered to the house because they did not have it in the store, so I think that cost me an extra 7 bucks. But for 100 bucks, really neat addition to the shop. So there's the U.S. General cabinets, 48 inches across, 8 inches deep, but almost 24 inches high. Recommend them. Recommend that 48-inch power strip too from Harbor Freight for like 18 bucks with the discount. And love the Workbench for 199 bucks. Can't beat it. And the Harbor Freight Franklin workstation. So please like and subscribe. Hopefully you'll like the updates to the shop. And maybe you're interested in picking up a couple of these things. I definitely recommend them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.